Hello again. My next review is the Ninja Turtles from 2014, the Michael Bay produced movie, and you can tell. It's not that bad actually. This was very badly received and critically slashed. I remember one review called it Teenage Mutant Ninja Turkeys. It's a bit harsh. Now, this film has had a lot of bashing since it came out in 2014. Some people love it, some people like it, some people hate it. Whatever you think about it, you're entitled to that opinion, and I have no problem with that whatsoever. So, but my view on it is that it was an open opportunity for endless possibilities and potential. I don't think it was that bad. I think that the first sort of half an hour was too much based, like most people say, it was too much based on April O'Neil, played by Megan Fox, who gets by fine. She's not the greatest actress in the world. That's quite easy to say, but she did okay, and there was no issues there really for me, apart from the Ninja Turtles. She keeps being out of breath all the way through it. Every scene she does, she's out of breath. I don't know, maybe she was pregnant at the time, so maybe that could be why. Anyway, going back to it, the Ninja Turtle movie is an origin story, a rebooted origin story. I need to see Oranges then. Oranges story. Future is bright after all. The film is actually, it's not too bad. There's a lot of product placement in there, that's for sure. But that's due to Michael Bay. He likes his product placements. The action sequences, they're quite few actually for a turtle film. There's one big one down the chase sequence down the mountain. That is fantastic. I love that bit. But the rest of it is very quick. It's very quick fight sequences, and my biggest issue from this film was the fact there was hardly any ninja in it. It was sort of thrown things like Transformers, thrown robot. They're like basically Transformers in turtle form. They're just thrown things and whatever. But there was no ninja. There was very little ninja in it. And also, the turtles didn't really win very much either in this movie. They had one fight they won at the beginning, and they kind of got by in the end, but they got their asses kicked so badly in this movie. But I really like it. I really enjoyed it. When it came out, I gave it a 10 out of 10 personally because I loved it. And to update a franchise and do it this well, it was nice to see the Turtles on a big scale as well, and on the big screen again. But it's not as good as a 1990 movie, no way. And that will always be my favourite film, no matter what they throw at us, the Turtles. But this one it's entertaining enough. It goes at a good pace when it gets going. When it gets to about halfway, it doesn't stop, and that's when the film takes off. And it's not really until like the last 10 minutes when the Turtles are in the lift and they're doing the beatboxing when it starts to feel more like a turtle film, or starts to feel like, hey, this isn't just for people put in a room that look like turtles. These are actually the characters that we know, and they're beatboxing, they're having a funny moment. And you need funny in Turtles. It can't be serious all the time. You need that humour, because that's what's always been there. Even in the comic books, there was moments of humour, whether it was dark humour or whether it was comical humour, but it was mainly dark humour in the original comics by Kevin Eastman, of course, and Peter Laird. And anyway, overall, this film was entertaining enough. It could have been better, but it could have been a hell of a lot worse, and the critics really do need to not be so harsh. Admittedly, there are better films out there in the comic book world, but especially recently since Iron Man and Thor and Marvel have done so well, haven't they, with all these movies? Captain America. That last Captain America film was really good. Civil War, that was really good. But anyway, back to the Turtles. This is a good film overall. It has its flaws. Personally, I'd give it probably about a 9, I'd say, personally. I really liked it, but critically it's about a 6 to a 7, so I say 6.5, just to be fair. So there we go, there's that one. The next review will be of the new one, Out of the Shadows. That's coming up shortly.